so close that I'm like, I said it joking, like, you can't possibly mess this up, but Rena was like, let me show you.
Can't tell me what to do.
But
Hey y'all, Coach here with Golf with Coach, back with another video with a new series, the Content Creator Interview Series, where we're going to interview different content creators in the golf world. We started off with a banger with the back nine BesTees from the Valley in California. Sit back, relax, enjoy the video. How did this all start and why? Like what got this going and why did you guys start to, first off, I think it's awesome that golf has really attracted a lot of female golfers and Latino golfers, there's black golfers. So the race is really super, it's expanded. It's not an old, rich, white guy sport anymore, if you will. Because I'm old, but I'm old and I'm white, but I'm not rich.
so I started, my boyfriend golfs, and he's golfed for, I don't know, maybe like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would usually just go drive the car, drink, play music,
Right.
look cute. I would wear the outfits, but I was just driving and drinking. And so one day he was just like, I feel like you can do it. Just get out here and swing. So I did. And then, he started helping me. He got me my clubs. He got me set up with everything. And he kind of just gives me lessons whenever he's in town when he's not traveling for work. And so once I got the hang of it enough to where I thought I could help Rena, I was like, I'm sorry, Serena, I was like, just come with me. Like, just come try it. And so she was like, okay, yeah, I have my brother's clubs. Like, I have clubs. And I'm like, perfect. So we both started going to the range we were at the range for a long time before we even played.
Yeah, because I'm getting like secondhand information from her how to swing, so
it was a mess in the beginning. I mean, our game is nowhere to where like, we're trying to play with anybody.
Oh yeah.
We're still it's just us two.
Yeah.
But
well, that's not necessarily true because you did have a girls golf outing.
We did, but they don't golf.
Yeah. Yeah, we're like maybe one notch above them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no.
We're at the still beginner. They were like, we have an outfit and we're like, just get in the cart. Just come with us.
Just take your dad's clubs.
Yeah.
Take your dad's club. Go get an outfit. And so do you think with golf fashion is a big thing with golf. I personally own probably like 60 polo shirts. Like, and I have 15 pairs of golf shoes.
Oh, dang.
You have a lot more than we do.
Yeah, I have one pair.
Golf is, with a lot of the younger, I mean, you guys are, if you don't mind me asking your guys' age, I know I have kids probably older than you, I think, maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Let's hear it.
No,
because you don't look too much older than we do.
Yeah. No, we're 35.
Oh, 30? Wow. Well, I was totally off.
Yeah, I figured.
We put
older or younger.
No, I thought you guys were in your.
Like we're the same age.
No, I'm 48, so I thought you guys were much younger. So, do you think fashion's a big thing in golf right now? Because I see. Like Nike's has really gotten into like the shoes, like the Nike shoes is really popular right now in golf, and all these golfing companies and stuff, and you guys have Ghost Golf kind of backing you guys, and do you think that plays a huge role in golfing right now? Is the fashion and how is that a big trend right now, or you think it's kind of always been there? It just kind of evolved to what modern day and what we're wearing now?
I think the fashion has always been there, but like like if I go to Roger Dunn, like some of the stuff I'm like, I don't say like it's like more for the older ladies, like the Prince, and I'm like,
it's very loud. Like,
oh yeah,
it's very like for an older woman. And now I feel like because golf has, not that it hasn't been popular, but like there's so many more people our age doing it, I feel like.
Right.
And I don't know if that's just because we just got into it, so now we're like kind of exploring the scene.
Yeah.
But because I said this to my boyfriend and he's like, it's literally been around forever. And I'm like, okay, calm down.
Not to us.
I meant for us.
Right. Yeah, it's been around forever.
I feel like a lot of stuff now, like so many, like everybody this year brought out dresses with shorts under them. So there were so many options. Athletic dresses were everywhere. Everybody was wearing them just to run errands. And so it made it so easy for us to find a plethora of outfits. And a lot of it, like we would like to match in the beginning. Like we would wear either the same color or the same dress. And it also, that's part of, for me, that was like a lot of the fun. Like I was like, Rena, throw your dress on, like let's get out there. And like it's like you look
what
cute.
What color are we wearing today?
Yeah, like what are you wearing? We're wearing black. Like I have the same dress. Like just let's go.
Yeah, and you know what? I just did a golf tournament in Washington back in June, and my partner, my brother-in-law, which is one hell of a golfer, that's the first time I ever matched with anybody. Like we bought matching shirts for the whole, it was a members guest deal, and we bought matching uniform or matching polos, I guess. And I will have to agree that it did bring some kind of maybe a different, it was a little more fun. You know,
it is fun, right? I see a lot of guys out there that do match, like groups, like big groups.
I love it.
Right.
And it's so funny because I'm like, they do the same thing we do.
Right. Yeah, they do.
What are we wearing today?
And this is what I love about golf. I golf in Yuma. It's a very, in the wintertime, a lot of winter visitors come down. So I golf with a lot of older people. And what I love about golf is I golf with a guy that's 75 years old. He drives the ball like 300 yards. He's like a 5 handicap. He's just insane, and he's 75 years old. I can't touch this guy on the golf course at all. Like this guy is just super good. I mean, super good. But he's 75 years old. Here I am I'm 48, and I'm looking. I look around and I see, you know, young groups. I see older groups. Golf is really, I feel like it's about all ages, and you can play with anybody really. It doesn't matter their skill level, because at the end of the day, you're playing against your score, your own score. I'm playing against my own score, unless we're we have a one versus 1v2 or something like that. But we're still out there golfing, having a great time. And I feel like that's the fun part of golf. You can, again, doesn't matter race, it doesn't matter age, it doesn't matter skill level. We all can do it together.
Yeah, for sure.
So, what is your guys' like when you guys sit down and do these videos? Do you guys like kind of think of, all right, this is what we're going to do today? Or is it just whatever comes up and it's just what you do?
I think it's a mixture of both. Like sometimes we like to see the trends on like TikTok, like the sounds, see what's trending. So I'll just come to Sasha. I'm like, hey, do you want to do this like TikTok video? And
yeah, Rena's more like
pushing the
TikTok. She'll be like, "Oh, I heard this sound," and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
So I hope, did you guys notice the title of this episode?
Okay, it took her like a minute to be like, does he want us like to call him?
Yeah, I'm like, wait, Rena, what did we sign up for? What is this? It's like an actual episode? Like, are we supposed to come with material here? And she was like, what? And then she's like, oh, but then she said it like joking. She's like, should we call him? And I'm like, well, yeah, I think we have to call him. And she's like, no, I'm saying the name of the thing he posted. I was like, oh.
So you guys know where I got that from, right?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. She did.
Yeah,
I'm a little slow if you didn't notice.
Yeah, that was funny.
So I was doing a little bit of research on you guys, just the limited week, what I had, because I didn't want to come in here uh, like not knowing anything, and so I was watching your videos, and that one came up, and I had taken a drink, and my drink had literally sprayed across the room. I'm like, I'm like, that's so funny right there, because my boy Pepper and I, we do things like that all the time with the ball cleaner. He always goes up there and
Dirty jokes.
you know where the joke goes. Every single time he washes his balls, and he makes every time he does it, you have to like pay attention because he's going to do something with that thing. And then I saw that, I just died laughing. I'm like, that's funny right there. Like that's what this should be all about. Like this is what social media should be about is taking, sound clips and twist them and make them your own. And you guys just nailed that. I mean, you nail like all yours, to be honest with you. You guys do a really good job, but that one right there just kind of popped to me. I'm like, that shit's funny,
It was even more funny because she didn't know what I was doing.
Half of them, I was like, she's like, get me here. So I'm standing there recording her, and then she like does it, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. And she's like, you know what it means. And I'm like, I don't know what it means.
Yeah, because I had the vision in my head because I've seen like other people do it, so I was like, oh, I'll just have Sasha record me, but she doesn't really know what the trend was, so she was just like, what
I was confused. I even showed it to my boyfriend. I was like, okay, he'll get it. So he's watching it, and then there was one, I think it was the last one, where you're like twirling the stick, and you're like, I should call him. And I was like, what does that mean? And then he's like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what we can say on here, but he said something, and I was like, I don't think that's what it means. I actually still don't know what it means. You can tell me offline.
What we're doing here, it is
It's just a dirty joke. Like, if you know, you know.
if you know, you know. You stirred the pan. I just died. I'm like, holy hell! She just. And I think it's funnier when, and I don't know why, but to me, I think it's funnier when girls do things like that because they're a little more risky.
We just golf with men, so it's like you pick up things that they say. Like,
oh my god,
our video,
the male golfer saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are all.
I have so many more, but they're like so crude, some of them, because I'll be out there and I'm like with my boyfriend and his friends, and they say things, and I'm just like, do you guys remember that I'm here and nobody cares? Because they say the craziest things, and I'm like, did you guys make that up? And they're like, people say it. It's a thing. And I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we all.
Man thing.
I golf with, I have two groups of people I really golf with. I have the people I go to church with, and that's that's a lot of fun. We still talk, we still joke around, we still, enjoy each other's company. But when I get like with my boy Pepper, me and Pepper have known each other since second grade. And he's always been a jokester, and I have kind of as well. So when you golf with us, you people golf with us because they're like, we just want to know what's going to come out of your mouth next, because it's the craziest things. And a lot of times in my videos, I have to edit a lot of that stuff out. I mean, because they're just not.
Yeah, I had to edit a few things she said. So yeah, I understand.
Sometimes I'm like just talking to her, and she's just staring at me like,
I'm like,
no.
Gonna edit that out.
I'm like, oh no, that was too far, but you swirling the stick in there?
No, right, exactly.
Yeah, it's different when I do it.
So back to being a female golfer. When you guys go into like golf courses and stuff, are you treated any differently? Are you like people look at you like, like, what are you guys doing here? Or is it more, is it more acceptable now? Because again, uh, unfortunately, I think golf had this stigmatism to it where it was just old, rich, white guys. Women
Mm-hmm.
didn't play much, and they didn't really, golf didn't really do it. I explode until like COVID happened. Do you think it's more acceptable now? Do you guys get treated different or anything when you guys go into the pro shops and stuff, when you guys check in, or does people treat you guys different on the golf course because you're just females, or you think it's kind of whatever now?
Um, not. I haven't really felt any like pressure. Maybe like when we're on the course, we do get like some looks, but like nothing too nothing too extreme where we wouldn't want to keep doing it.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't feel like, I mean, the old men, I feel like get a little annoyed. Um, but I'm like, you're old, you got bigger problems to worry about.
Before you die. Okay, what about that?
Let's focus on something else. Leave us alone. We're not trying to join your scramble. We're not trying to join your men's league. Like, just.
Right.
But I feel like for the most part, we've had pretty positive like
Mm-hmm.
feedback. I mean, there are some mean people on there,
Right.
but like for
Yeah.
the most part at the course, people recognize us now.
I
So
like our home course.
yeah,
Isn't
and
that awesome?
it's cool. Yeah,
It's weird.
it's Rena is more like when she hears somebody say like, "Oh, back nine besties," she'll turn and like real quick be like, "Hi," to where I'm like, "Who's that?" And she's like,
Right.
"I just wave."
I had two just recently. I had two interactions, and I was at my not my home course, but my like kind of my second home course. It's We have like 7 golf courses like right around my home, and so I go to this one quite a bit. And I was on the driving range just warming up, and I saw a group of kids on the putting green, and they kept looking over at me, and I'm like, "Man, quit looking at me! Like, what are you looking at?" And I didn't think anything of it. I walked by, so I walked by to get my cart because my buddy was late as usual, and I was walking by, and they're like, "Yeah, that's him. That's him. Go talk to him." And I'm like, and I kind of looked, and again, I was trying to be humble, I guess. And I didn't really think of it. And this kid walks up and goes, "Hey, are you golfing with Coach?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." He goes, "Oh, yeah, we all follow you." And I was like, I was taken back by it. I'm like, "Really?" Like, um, and I was like, "Okay." And so got to talk with the young man and stuff. And it was really cool. Like, especially this guy, he's a freshman in high school, I think he is. He looks a lot younger than that. And so I thought he was a lot younger. And I was like, wow, that's really cool that these people come up and they're starting to recognize you. And I went to Iowa, and in the small town, I went back for my grandmother's 90th birthday, and I walked in, and she's like, "You must be the YouTuber and TikToker from Arizona." And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." Like, so they already knew I was coming because I called and I talked to the manager, let them know what I was doing, do a course review, whatever. And so I walked in, the bartender and and it was a country club. The country club president was there and everything, and I was like, "Wow, that's kind of really cool." So are you finding where like you're getting more and more of that, where you kind of run into people that kind of start recognizing you, and how do you guys really handle that?
I think for the most part, remember the guy that sent that video that you're
Oh
at the
yeah,
range?
yeah, yeah. He posted on his Instagram,
Yeah.
and he was saying like he saw me, but he thought he saw both of us, but I was there with my other friend, and he saw us, but he didn't want to bother us and say hi. So she just commented back, and she was like, "Say hi to us next time." But I think a lot of people are getting more comfortable. Like, more people come up to us and say hi to us.
Yeah, as you get bigger and you get more, yeah.
But going in, we didn't really have, well, did you? I didn't, she was kind of like, let's start like a social media since we golf now. And I was like, okay, I didn't really think, I didn't have like a big plan for it, whereas I think Rena did. And so she's more behind the scenes. She like replies, she comments, she's the one who posts the videos. I record her and then she records me, but for the most part, she's doing everything on the back end.
Right. Yeah.
I'm here for entertainment purposes only.
You do a great job. You do a great job. Yeah.
True.
So what is your guys' so when you go into this and you kind of have an idea, you don't have an idea, like when you go to edit these videos, even they're like a minute video, they take a while to edit. Like it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. I don't know how you do it, but I take everything, I put it on a different program. So I take it off my phone, put it on a different program, do it that way, and I put it back on my phone to post. Are you guys doing anything about your phone, editing with your phone? Or are you guys doing it on a computer, or how you go about that?
So I edit everything on TikTok. I find like that's the easiest for me to do it, and just like chop up the clips and then add. I really like adding like the captions, just you can read along if. I don't know.
I like
more
those.
of a
I like those.
more visual.
Like subtitles?
Yeah, the subtitles.
Yeah.
Right. Now,
Yeah.
Are you guys planning on traveling and golfing, or like maybe going to other golf courses to travel? And is that kind of something you guys are looking to do, or what's your guys' goal at this point with this? Because I mean, you guys are growing pretty quick now. I think you're a little over 2,000 followers on TikTok, and female golfers on TikTok blow up. So it's going to happen. Like it's going to happen. So what do you guys kind of prepared for that, or?
No.
Yeah. So,
I think like going back to we were talking about the fashion. I think we want to start doing more like clothing videos because we don't really do that.
I feel like our following is a lot of men.
Oh yeah.
And I originally, when we were talking about starting it, we were kind of like, well, we want to see more women out there. We want to have more girls to golf with. Because it's like a whole different vibe when you're with your girlfriends. Like when I'm with my boyfriend, I have fun and we have fun out there. But then when I get to go with Rena, it's a whole different, we're singing girl songs. We're out there like saying whatever we want. We're doing whatever we want. She's throwing it back out there, and so it's fun. It's a whole different thing to go with girlfriends. And so that was like our thing. We were like, oh, we got to get more girls to come join us. And I personally wanted more women following, like, because that's what we were looking at. We were looking at outfits. We were looking at, actually, I think a couple girls, they do ask like where we got our stuff. And then like, what makeup do you guys have on that lasts you a whole round of golf when it's like 106 degrees out there? That was more where I thought our content was gonna land.
Yeah, with a female audience.
With a female audience. That's really what I was thinking when we started. But we haven't gotten there yet.
That wasn't the case.
That's kind of more my goal. I would like a bigger women-based audience.
Yeah, and then you also mentioned like, oh, do we want to travel to go golfing at different places? I mean, we definitely want to do that. What was the one I wanted to go to in April? The waste something?
Oh, waste management.
I want to go to that. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're in Arizona.
Yeah. It's
I went last year.
Yeah, she went last.
It's a different. Oh, last year was off the hook.
Last year was. I was standing there by myself, and I'm like, "This is crazy," because I've been to other tournaments, and I mean, this is out of control. I was like
some Coachella, Palm Springs Coachella stuff going on over there. I mean, it was off the hook last year.
It was. Were you there?
No, I was going to go. Then I saw with the rain and everything, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to do all that. Like,
yeah, they were delayed. The tournament got delayed, and then it was a mess. And her cousin lives out there, so I had gotten I got tickets for him and his friend, and so I was waiting for them to show up, and it was madness. I mean, I got there early, and you could just hear these people. It was freezing, first of all,
yeah,
and you could hear these people in line on the other side. You could hear them just chanting, like waiting for these games. It was dark outside still, and you could just hear them like waiting to come in, but everybody was just already so crazy at like 5 o'clock in the morning that I was like, I probably don't need to be here right now. People were slipping in the mud. Girls were still in dresses. And I'm like, it's freezing and it's raining. And these girls were in dresses, but they were falling. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God.
So did you fall?
Absolutely not. I stayed in one place and I was like, if I get wet, I'm out of here. Because if I take a tumble, it's over.
So definitely want to go to that. Was it waste management?
Well, they said they're gonna like not sell as much alcohol this year, so
yeah, they're gonna change it a little bit.
Because even the golfers were having an issue with it. I mean, they yell at them while they're golfing, and it's too loud. Like they're not used to playing, and I'm not talking for them like I know them, but I'm just saying, like,
though. I mean, that's what you're saying is definitely true. They're used to like a
quiet.
chill out in the atmosphere. But I honestly think golf is changing, though. I really do. I think about it. I mean, you guys play music. I play music. I mean, we went golfing yesterday morning. There was a group in front of us playing music. We were playing music. The guys behind us were playing music. And I think it's really starting to change more to what's become really popular is like the arena settings, you know, for like hole 16 and where they at Waste Management, where there's just 30,000 people around one hole. You know, do you guys feel like golf is turning that way as well, or do you think they're going to try to keep it held back, or?
I feel like the tradition is maybe changing a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna go too crazy with it.
So.
I think there's too many people that like.
It's gonna be a soccer game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it's not. Wait, I'm gonna make a little dig. It's not gonna be like Dodgers fan in downtown LA. Cool.
We were there, light shit on fire. What are you talking about?
Did you see that bus? That was her. Just kidding. No, we're at home.
We were at home watching in the comfort of our beds.
Yeah.
I'm a Padres fan, so.
Oh. We don't know anything about that. We're World Series champions.
We're out here.
Yeah, you smoked us. You guys smoked us. Yeah. So, all right. What's your guys' favorite golf course?
Ooh, I haven't gone to many, honestly. Like, we stick to our home course and maybe a couple ones, but she's been to a few. So.
I've been to, because I
That you played on.
That I've played on?
Yes.
Her and I?
Yeah.
We literally went to.
I think we played at 3 courses together. I like El Curry, so that's our home. That's where we play. Because it's like a short course. It's good for us right now that we're barely starting. Mm-hmm. And we're very comfortable there, which sometimes is not a good thing, because when I go play other places, I like lose my mind because I'm like, why am I not at the green already?
Oh yeah.
But these courses are super long compared to where we play, so
yeah, that's true.
It's just different. But I like El Carrizo, and I will continue to play there. I really like it. It's easy for us to meet there. We can film a lot there. Nobody really bothers us. Mm-hmm. We played at Vista Valencia. That was a nice one. It was just way too hot the last time we played, and I was in a bad mood.
Well, that's what I will say, that you're again with content. You could have. I mean, I probably have 4,500 clips of me golfing or talking or whatever. So I mean, I can pull clips out of almost anywhere, but you guys were pretty consistent, and again, I know LA doesn't get as hot as where I'm from, but you guys still are hitting triple digits over there, and you guys were pretty consistent through the summer, posting content. I mean, what was that? What was that like? Was it?
We definitely played through the heat.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sweating,
A lot of swamp ass.
a lot of swamp ass.
A lot of alcohol.
Honestly,
Oh,
sometimes
no, if it's too hot, no.
No.
I'm
Headache.
already in a bad mood in the heat, and then you put alcohol, and then I get more hot, and then I get a headache, and I'm like, I don't want to do anything. Let's just get this over with. She's like, record, and I'm like, I don't even want to talk right now.
Yeah.
That's a perfect video right there. I don't want to talk right
It's
now.
really just gonna be clips of me being an asshole, because I'm
Yeah.
like,
That's why I do a lot of editing of that out so that Sasha keeps her pristine, nice girl image.
See, I told you she's working overtime. She's got to
Yeah.
clip a lot of my stuff.
Right.
She even said, like, dude, all you say are mean things to me. And
She,
They-
but okay,
sometimes-
we've known each other for like what, 20 years?
yeah, it's tough
So,
love. It's not, trust me, she's made me cry plenty of time.
So
one
I think,
significant time.
no, but I think that's okay because that's
Not
you
for
have
me.
to- well,
Just kidding.
I think it's okay when you have that dynamic with it because people, let's be honest, people don't give a shit about our golf swing. They don't. They want what they like the interaction that we have. Like when me and my buddy Pepper do videos, they always do a much better job. They hit bigger. Because I feel like they like that interaction. They like to see the golf stuff once in a while, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah, I think a lot of it is like the back and forth that we have sometimes.
it's perfect when you guys do those sound bites. Those are funny as hell. And you guys either it's really good editing or you guys nail it. I mean, because it's because sometimes you'll watch those and you'll hear the sound and then you'll see the mouth move, kind of trying to catch up. But you guys are pretty like the even the acting part of it is on point. I mean, is that acting or is that who you guys really are? And you're showing. I think every actor shows their personality through it. I mean, again, is that part of acting when you guys do that, or is it kind of your personality more than acting?
I think our personality, like, I think she's like hilarious. Just
Oh yeah, she's funny for sure.
overall, like, she doesn't have to try hard. She's like funny.
Right.
Rena will like, she's like a slow and silent, like she'll get you and you don't even know that she just said, like it takes a minute and you're like, wait, what? Because like she won't like outright just start laughing. Like she'll just say it and just wait for you to get it. And she's just like,
You're like,
staring at
wait,
you.
did you just
Yeah.
read me?
And she's just sitting there like, yes.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Now, we know on TikTok there's characters and there's just people. And I think for me, like golfing with Coach, it is a character, but it's really me. Like I know that sounds confusing, but it's a lot of my personality. Like there's some things I do with golfing with Coach, like I'll say things or do things or act a certain way when I'm, I guess, not playing that character, but playing that character versus real life. Do you guys, I mean, is that, again, I know it's a fallback from the last question, but do you guys have your characters or is that just who you guys are doing what you guys do?
I think maybe like unknowingly, like when we are recording, like do you feel
turn
like
it
you
on
a little more
bit.
energetic?
Yeah, only
Yeah.
because like I think if it was just the way we were talking to each other, we do say all those things to each other. It's not like we just turn it up a little bit for the camera, but because like for me sometimes I'm like after work, that's when we golf. I'm like, I'm so drained from work, and I'm like, I have to go, kind of record right now. So
You gotta put that mindset.
yeah, you kind of like, all right, I gotta just get it together, snap out of it. But it's easier, like, once I see her, even though she's late, once I see her 15 minutes later, she's like, the first hole's never good for us because we're usually rushing.
Yeah.
And she's all, when are we recording today? When are we shooting? When are we? And I'm like, let's just get out of the way first. But like after that, I think we're good. Like the third, fourth hole, we're like, all right, what are we shooting today? Like,
Yeah, that's
so I don't think it's really like a character that we play. It's our own personalities. We just kind of like right when we record, we get a little sassier.
Yeah, the sass comes out.
Yeah. Because you'll see her saying something.
Personality.
Yeah, I don't think we're like, it's not a character. Like she doesn't become somebody different when I turn the camera on.
Here that happens a lot. You see the guys all dressed up and stuff. Of course, they are totally acting, and there's a guy real, like the real person, the real personalities, the genuine personalities out there. Because I often wonder, is he really like that in real life? I went to a golf tournament with 517 Golf, Red Flag Golfer put a golf tournament on Scottsdale under the lights. It's one of the stadiums, a par 3 under the lights. We played at night. And so all these content creators were there. There was a lot of content creators there. There was Ganja Golf there. Jake Wallen was there. There was a Red Flag Golfer. 517 Golf was there. So there's a bunch of these creators there. And I'm driving up there, and I'm thinking, man, I wonder what these guys are like. Are they really this type of person in real life? Red Flag Golfer. If she's not on TikTok anymore, but she's on Instagram, you gotta follow her because that's her true, authentic self. Like she is crazy, but that's her. That's who she is. That's just who she is. She's a redhead from Philly. So that's just who she is. And I often wonder if she was going to be such a totally different person, but she really wasn't. 517 Golf was Jake was his guy. So it was that particular time, everybody was just pretty much who they were on the camera. So I just kind of find that interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we actually just golfed. Somebody reached out to us, Society 61. And he kind of said the same thing. Like, he was like, you guys are like how you are in your videos. And we're like, I mean, were we supposed to be different? I never really thought of having like a different personality on camera.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe we're a little nicer to each other on camera. You wouldn't know that.
Or not nicer.
Or meaner. I don't know. But yeah, I would say we just get a little sassier on camera. We do more commentary than we would if we're just like hitting it on our, like when we're not recording a hole, she hits a ball and I'm like, oh shit, that was a nice hit, or oh shit, you shanked it.
Yeah.
Or like, it's just stuff like that. But like when I know I have to like keep talking while she's going.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
we don't want like silence. So.
I mean, sometimes I'm like, dude, I know I'm chewing my gum in the back of this video. You're gonna have to mute it. Or
do you guys wear mics or no? Do you guys wear mics or no?
No, we don't have. Oh god, that would be even worse.
Raw dogging.
You know what? 90% of my videos are the same way. I don't use a mic. Like I'm using a mic right now. I bought like 3 or 4 of them, and like there'll be a picture. I always want to show a video of me putting, facing me. And so the time you set the camera up, you hit record, and you run back there to take the shot. The mic starts cutting out, and you're talking, and it's cutting out, and you're like, you go back and you're like, well, crap, I can't even use that now because literally it was cutting out, So I just wonder if you guys used that or not. So
I would imagine it'd be extra hard to record by yourself.
Solo that.
I don't think I would do it. There's no way.
I would feel the pressure, like. Very
So what I do is I have like a magnet, you know, that the mag type for my iPhone with a tripod that I just kind of.
Oh, it shoves into the ground? Is that?
No, this one's an actual just tripod. It sits there. The ones in the ground, problem I'm finding, especially around here, you go and you're like, damn, that's hard, and you know, so I just did the tripod thing, and I have a magnetic one, and when I set in the golf cart on the, you know, for the cover, just on the one of the pillars there, and I just and they're both mag locks, so I'll just grab it off the magnet and put it on that magnet real quick, and and shoot my videos that way. But I find, again, I suck at golf when I'm recording because I'm worried more about the shot or worried about the video shot versus my golf shot, you know? So
That's why ours are flying everywhere. That's the reason.
Yeah, and it's like when the camera's off, I'm like, wow, that was a great shot. And of course, we're not recording.
No.
Right. So
yeah.
Bogey's all day. He's a follower of mine. He lives in this town. We're doing this, bud, but we're gonna do this live in a golf cart when we golf together. So we're doing this. This guy, just quick background on this guy. We probably live like 2.5 miles from each other. I kid you not. I don't know that for sure, but when he does pictures in his backyard, we live in a town where like I can see pictures of the background. I'm like, okay, I kind of know where that's at.
He's like, my dog took a shit right there.
Yeah, exactly. So I think he lives by a high school off of Avenue C here.
yeah.
So I could be totally wrong, but he does content as well, and we've been doing this a year and a half together. Oh, Park West, yeah, I'm off of right by Ronald Reagan School. So we live in the same city, and we both golf, and we've never golfed together. We've never met. It's insane.
Isn't that weird? Like we get a lot of people that like want to golf with us, and like
let's talk about that. The creeps.
I'm talking about girls.
That was going to be one of my questions. Was the creeps?
Okay, well, the girls that reach out to us, we're like, oh, you're in SoCal, like we get all excited, but like what people don't understand about LA is like we're in the valley, and these people are like in LA, or like for like Huntington, and I'm like, that's like over an hour. Like we won't get, especially with the time change. There's no way we're getting there on a weekday to golf.
Right.
And so like you think it's close, and we get excited, and then we're like, yeah, that's not gonna work.
Right, just because of the
like they're in West LA or they're in Montebello, and it's like that's not far, but like with LA traffic, and by the time we get out there, it's not gonna happen unless it's a weekend.
Right. So now there's another question: the creeps. I mean, do you get a lot of guys slide in and just being creepy? I know the answer to the question,
all day, every day.
Yeah.
It's.
So I wanted to say that, like, we do, like, when you're asking, like, oh, do we get, like, invitations to go golfing? We do, but it's a lot of creeps. So it's like, we're very, like, careful of who we kind of communicate with.
It's
like, just like yourself, like, we kind of, like, vetted you out, and especially like how you comment on our videos or how you message us, we could, you know, kind of gauge like, okay.
Well,
this is crazy because like there's no men commenting on your videos about like how you look and what you're wearing, and
no, not at all.
You know, and that's all we get.
Right.
From men.
Well,
and we're like,
there's a reason why I don't get those. My wife is half black and half Latino. Okay, you already know how crazy y'all are. Okay, Latinos and black women, they get mad. She's 5'2", so she's short on top of that. So she's already had that little boost of
unsized.
Yeah. And she grew up in Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
I could die. I mean, I could die. Like so, but no. I mean, I've had a couple. Like,
we get plenty of just random men, like, oh, let me pay for your golf, let me do this, and it's like,
Yeah, I kind of figured that, man. I kind of figured that was kind of how.
kind of hard because
in
we
Spanish.
Oh, and in Spanish. We get the crazy things in Spanish too.
Like,
And she's like, what does this say? I'm like, you don't want to know. But I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't know. It's just there's plenty out there.
Persistent too. Some of them, like,
They're talking to themselves in there.
yeah.
I mean, we don't even reply.
I won't even heart their thing. Nothing. Like, I just keep it. I don't know.
So, what has you guys been your favorite memory so far doing this?
My birdie.
Oh,
I hit a bird. I hit
a bird
on 11 at El Carrizo. I hit it and I cracked this bird that was on the green. Like, what do you even, first of all, you can fly anywhere and you're sitting on the green. That's not my problem. Well, I hit it and I'm like, oh my God, because it overlooks, like, so you got to like run to the end and look because we got to drive down. And I was like, I'm on the green. And we were actually that day playing with a random guy. So at the course we play at, the starter, she kind of just knows that we're just starting and then that we're going to record. So like, she tries not to put us with anybody. And that day she's like, we're too booked. You have to go out with this guy, but he's really nice and whatever. And he was really nice. He was cool. He didn't care that we were recording. And, he was the one who saw it and he's like, oh my God, he's like, you're on the green, like you're pretty close. And I'm like, yeah, watch me mess this up right now with my putt. And then, so I get down there and he's like, come on, it was a long putt. And I'm like, all right, watch it go in. And I hit it and it went in and I was like, did I just get a birdie? And my ball had like blood from the bird.
I know, I saw that. You're like,
it was disgusting. I didn't realize it until after I had picked it up and I was like, oh no. But that was probably, I've never gotten another birdie.
Or hit a bird.
Or hit a bird, thankfully. Actually,
we hit a bird and you got a bird in the same hole. That's
it was a good, and I honestly can't stand birds, so yeah, it was a win-win that day.
I was like, is that why they're called birdies?
Yeah.
I don't, oh yeah, what is
We've hit a lot of geese.
Yeah, geese.
I mean, they're in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm gonna shank the ball. You're in the way, bird. You gotta get out of the way. But that was mine. I don't know. Playing with me every week.
I know. Oh my God. It's the light of my life.
Look at how sarcastic that was.
That's awesome, though.
I want to say, well, it was good and bad. Okay, when I hit that shot, when it got so close to the pin.
Oh, she was... honestly,
like 6 inches.
And I always tell her, like, you don't have to putt it, you're good. But she wants to. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna mess it up. Like, just take it. Just let me give it to you.
You're gonna fuck this up. Just go
You're
ahead and
gonna
take
fuck
it
up. That's what I'm telling her. I'm like, Rena, you're good. And then she's like, I'm putting it. And I'm like, dude.
And then I missed the putt. And then
I think you got like bogey when it would have been a birdie. You were literally pin high. She was so close that I'm like, I said it joking, like, you can't possibly mess this up, but Rena was like, let me show you.
Can't tell me what to do.
But yeah, she really messed that one up.
And we had it recorded too.
Yeah. I don't know.
We posted it.
The other day we golfed and you recorded one. She hasn't posted it yet, but I think I got 3 pars in our 9-hole round.
Mm-hmm.
That's
probably the best I've done.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, so we're gonna finish this up real quick, but we're gonna hit some rapid fires. I've done this a lot when I've done shows in the past, but so it's rapid fire, 5 questions, and shoot them. All right, favorite color?
Oh,
Black.
Turquoise.
Favorite food?
Chinese.
Pizza?
Was that a question?
I was thinking about pizza, yeah.
Pizza, all right. Who's the best golfer between the two?
Oh,
Sasha.
I'm not the best. I'm just
Better.
a little better.
Favorite
Not the
drink?
best, but I'm better than her.
All right. So favorite drink on the course?
Rena makes us a
Oh.
drink.
Well, I love Crown Royal, so I do like that drink I made. That
Yeah.
was good. It was like a sparkling water with the Crown Royal and a dash of Dr. Pepper. It's fabulous.
All right. Best score so far on 9 holes.
Oh, we don't
Oh.
keep score.
Okay.
We're not there yet.
We're on the honor system. We're just
We're-
like, did you get a par? That's great for today.
That's
We
good.
don't have a handicap.
Yeah, we
Let's
have no
put it that way.
handicap.
All right.
We're vibing.
Favorite golfer, pro golfer, or favorite golfer?
I like.
I like Charlie Hole.
Oh, girls?
Doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
TikTok, YouTube, or professional?
Kevin, you.
Kevin, you.
Kevin, you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Dream foursome. All right.
What?
Wow. Okay.
Oh, like probably us and you and your wife.
Perfect. I like that. We could realistically make that happen. She does not golf,
Oh,
Oh, okay.
but she's a huge support. Like she supports me in anything I ever want to do. So yeah, she would definitely be
So
there.
like cleaning your gloves.
she's your caddy.
Yeah, she's your caddy.
She can be my caddy. She makes me when
You're
I walk
her
in the
daddy.
house. She does the drip check, so I don't look like a bag of shit leaving the house. She always tells me when I'm mismatching, and I think I match. She thinks it's like, no, that doesn't. I always want to wear my
She's your
pass.
stylist.
She
So
is.
she's caddying you off the course.
She
Uh-huh.
get me on point, and yeah, she supports everything I do. We actually can honestly really make that happen. Because again, she works in like Costa Mesa, Greater LA area, so she's up there literally. She was just up there last week, so we can definitely make that happen for sure.
On a weekend.
On
Yeah.
a weekend, on a weekend for sure. Cool, man. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you guys for doing this. I think, yeah, this was our authentic self, and it was a lot of fun. You guys are awesome, man. And honestly, I'd love for my wife and I and you guys to go golf, and we definitely have a blast for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We've never done anything like this, so
Neither did I. So
I was nervous. I was like, oh God, what are we gonna say?
I think one thing I want to conclude, I think when you called us content creators, I don't think we see ourselves as
no,
that.
because
so
she
that
was
was like,
are we content creators?
You
And I was like,
are.
who said that?
you are
I
though.
was like, why does he want to interview us? Like,
Well,
we're just
when
two
you
girls from
when
the valley.
you initially mentioned us in your video, she literally, I think she took a screenshot or she messaged me or called me, and she's like, watch his video, he just said our names. And I'm like, what? Why is he talking shit about us?
no. See, you know what, man? I love supporting other people. I love supporting other. We're content creators, and we like it or not, it's really what we do. It's not who we are, but it's just what we do for fun. And I feel like I just want to support other people, and so they can support me back. You know, this is one day, honestly, this is what I'd like to do to get paid. You know, I would love to do stuff like this and not have to have a full-time job.
Yeah, we're trying to get paid.
Yeah, you just get paid, give me money. So that's kind of my goal, but I can't do that without supporting other people. And I obviously watch a lot of content. We watch a lot of TikTok. I just never saw interviewing other. I've seen guys like at golf tournaments do a couple quick questions. I'm like, that's so cool. Like, we gotta do something, and and highlight these people and get to know them as you know, really who they are. You know, just to get to know who they are. Hopefully, you get more followers off of this. I honestly wish it was a guy that had a much larger following than I do came up with this idea, but and I'm sure people have, but I just felt like this was something that we needed, and I think people, once they start catching on, it'll grow, and I think it'd be really cool. You know, especially we already do the live stuff, but now traveling and meeting these people, doing these interviews, I think just is pretty awesome stuff, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And you guys are the first ones.
Oh my God.
You're welcome.
It was a lot of fun, guys. Man, you guys are awesome. We'll definitely link up when we get up. Like I said, my wife's over there all the time. So, and again,
yeah, let us know when you're out here on a weekend, and we can.
I mean, like she's over like Costa Mesa area, Fontana. I don't know if that's close to you guys. I think that's where she was, in Fontana this last week. So, but again, an hour and a half driving ain't nothing for us. We'll definitely do it for sure, man. So again, thank you guys for coming on. It was awesome. Good luck. Keep doing what you guys do, man. You guys are awesome, man. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Thank you. We had a blast.
All right, guys. Take care. Bye now.